So I got to ask you, you got into politics just a few years ago at the young age of 16. What inspired you to do so?
Well, like many people, the 2016 election didn't have me too happy afterwards, so I quickly joined up with my local political office. I got out there, started canvassing and phone banking, doing whatever I could to get out the vote, but then I decided I wanted to get more into activism, so I joined up with my local chapter of Women's March, and then, as many of us know, the Parkland shooting happened, and shortly after I got involved with March for Our Lives and anti-gun violence activism as well. So over the summer, I was involved with a group called Wisconsin Anti-Violence Effort. I was also a speaker at our March 24th Milwaukee March for March for Our Lives. And over the summer, when I was doing my internship, I was working a lot with registering people to vote. So I wanted to continue that work in college. I started a Women's March chapter on my campus here at DePaul. And so we partnered with Women's March Chicago, and they've been amazing in helping us really push forward our efforts. And we already have about 70 members, and we're getting more every day.
Riley, I'm here to tell you, you're 18 years old. Shouldn't you be going to like frat, sorority parties? And I say that in jest because what is so commendable about the younger generation is they're not doing those things. They're using their time to make an impact, and that's what's so impressive about you is this new young wave. I think at the time when I was 18, there wasn't that interest to have that kind of impact. She didn't think you could do it. Where has this changed, and why are young people so much now involved? What do you think turned the tide?
I think it really was the election, and also a lot to attribute to the Parkland kids.
Both okay, what you mentioned there.
Yeah, they both just really turned people like more towards getting involved. It angered a lot of people because there was a lot of political apathy before, and just having something that happens that's so dramatic and constantly seeing the news every day, I think it's so exhausting that it's making people, you know, fight back and want to get more involved.
Do you believe there's still a stigma to young voters that there's just simply not a presence there?
I think there is, but I definitely think it's changing a lot.
Do you feel that on your campus when you're walking around and the groups that you move through? Do you feel like there's an awareness of the election and the impact that people can potentially make?
I feel like my campus is a special case. We're all very active people, and DePaul's known for being pretty politically active. So I would think on our campus, yes. Other campuses, I think there is a little bit more stigma for sure. Interesting.
Kudos to DePaul. I love hearing that here in Chicago. What is the Women's March DePaul doing to get voters out?
So we are really heavily involved with Women's March. We went to their march to the polls and got a huge student group to participate and get early voting. We had an event on our campus yesterday with Chicago Votes that got out the vote. And we're really just trying to encourage people to get to the polls and message their family members, their friends, their neighbors, anyone they can to get out there and vote. So that's what we're really encouraging today.
Riley, you're a very inspiring person. I feel like you're very good at motivating people, more so than I might be able to sitting here right now. So I'm going to give you the floor. To those people sitting on the couch right now that aren't motivated, young or old, let's take age out of it. They just aren't motivated to get out there and vote. They don't think they can have an impact. Look into this camera right here and tell them why they need to get out there and do it. Something tells me you can answer the call here.
So if I can do this at 16, I think anyone can. Really just think about an issue that makes you so mad, or something that you really want to change about this country, and just find a candidate that feels the same way that you do and supports that issue, and go and vote for them, because that's the best way to get your voice heard.
Hey Riley, so we do this two times.
All right.
That's how you do it right there. There you have it, everybody. Polls. Go ahead and clap for that woman. That young woman right there is 18 years old, everybody. So there you have it. Polls are open until 7 p.m. and there are no excuses. Like Riley says, get out there and vote, jammers, and head over to the Jams Voter Resource Center for great information you may need before heading out to the polls.